And hi guys, and welcome back to askNK. So today I'll be answering two questions that was asked about ZBrush, and one of them is something that I've talked about over and over in different videos, and the second one is something I've totally not talked about, but just in case you are wondering, the questions are these. The first one is, how can you move multiple subtools at the same time? While the other one is, how can you group subtools just in case you want to make them visible or invisible, or maybe you want to use a Boolean operation on all of them at the same time. These are very basic stuffs, and we're going to talk about them now. So how we can start off with this is, I have about 5 different cylinders here. So what we can do here is, if you hold down Alt and click on any of the subtools, this is just the tip. If you hold down Alt, you can actually go ahead and select different subtools. So now without this with this stuff like this, and with this are set to 1, you can only move one particular subtool. So if you want to go ahead and move multiple subtools, simply click here, and now you have multi. You can now go ahead and move multiple subtool. This is very basic, something that everyone definitely should know about. Okay, before we move on, I think I just noticed that my UI is totally different, so let me just come through and change it just in case, so you don't get confused about it. Okay, so this is what we have. Now the second one is, how can you group subtools just in case you want to make them visible or invisible, and not simply turn off the eyes all the time. And we know how painstaking that is. Most times you just want to have your entire subtools or your entire mesh completely disabled, or let's say invisible, so that you can just focus on one of the stuff. Like, imagine something like this. I'll have to go ahead and turn this on all the time. Okay, or I can turn on some of them and come through and simply use Alt or hold down Shift to turn one or turn the other one on and off. Okay, so how you can do this is very, very simple. So for example, let's say I have this head and I have all of these subtools that are related to the head, like something within the jaw, the eye, and behind the head. What I can do is I can come through. You can see this particular button that we have here. If I click on this button, it says start. Start simply means that this is going to make this the parent of all of the other objects that is down there. So I don't want this object to be the parent of the cylinder that I have here, the base cylinder I have here, and also the floor or the plane that I have here. So what I can do is I can come through here and also click on this button to get another start. Very simple. So the big question is, okay, now you've done this, how do you go ahead? So if you click on start, and click on something like this, you click on the start, you would notice that the both of them are all collapsed into one. Okay, you will notice that all of them are collapsed into one. So if I come through and just simply click on this icon here, okay, the visibility icon, you'll notice that every single thing that I have here is turned off. Yeah, this works basically when you are selecting the subtool that is not within the range. If you come through and just simply select the subtool, definitely all the other things are going to be invisible, but this main object is going to be visible. So if I just come back and click on that, you can see that it is invisible. So let's just go ahead and do that one more time. So I'm just going to turn this back on, stay here, and I want to come through and make all of these ones invisible. And if I click here, you can see that I have all of those things not visible. This is very basic and very, very basic stuff. I believe that maybe in the upcoming versions of ZBrush, this will be greatly enhanced. And this feature exists in ZBrush 4R8 all the way to ZBrush 2018.1. So if you're using any of these versions, then be rest assured that yes, you can find this feature directly inside ZBrush. So basically, this is how you can do your visible and invisible. You can still go ahead and do it the very traditional way of doing things, maybe like merging all of them together, having polygroups, and going ahead to like hold down Control and Shift and hide polygroups and all that stuff. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section. Are you super excited about the new ZBrush coming out? And what is your comment about this stuff? Hopefully the folder system will be much more simpler and amazing feature to come over to ZBrush, since every other application seems to have that thing all packed out, and ZBrush is beginning to look a little bit awkward and not having that. And for this other stuff, the merge, sometimes it has faults, sometimes it's buggy and all that. These are things that you need to consider and take with a grain of salt when you're working with a tool like this. And if you like this video, simply give it a like, and don't forget to share it with your friends. And if you're new here, it will be amazing if you can hit that subscribe button and also turn on notifications so that you get updates the next time I upload a new video. And until I see you guys again with the tutorial, rants, review, updates, free stuffs, and tips and tricks like this, peace.